Okay, so if you've been on the fence about creating a vision board, or if you've been not feeling it this year, or maybe you're thinking, I'm not really sure about vision boards, or even if you've done one but you wanna make it better, in this video I'm gonna walk you through my process of how I create my vision boards, and how I make them work for me, and end up manifesting all the things that I put on them. For me, vision boards are one of my most powerful manifesting tools, and I have had so much success with just all the boards that I've done over the years. And I started doing this process maybe, I can't remember now, but about 5 years ago. Yeah, I remember at the time I was doing it, and I was actually like living in a shared room, and I would have to like pin the pictures on the inside of my closet, because I didn't have space for a big corkboard. And when I eventually manifested my my house, my first it wasn't my first house, but my home, I then obviously bought a big corkboard. It was like priority number one: get a big vision board and put you know, put everything you want on it. And that's pretty much what I've done all over these years. So every single year I create a new vision board, because I've had success on the previous year and the things that were on it on the previous year. So sometimes there are things that I will put on the board that might not manifest that year. I leave them on unless I feel led to take them off for one reason or another. And from what I can remember just now, I've only ever like binned one item that was on a vision board, and that was for like a leadership thing that I wanted to be a part of. And over the years I started feeling like it wasn't aligned to me anymore, so I binned it. But besides that, everything else stays on, and it all just manifests in its own time, which is really fun to watch, honestly. Okay, so basically my process is, and for me it sometimes starts like in November of the previous year. By then, November or October, I start thinking about the next year and what I want to achieve, and I start looking at my current year and just feeling grateful for everything that's happened and planning ahead. So from that time I start having ideas in my mind, and I start having like things start dropping in my spirit of what I would like to achieve. If I've achieved something in the current year that I want it to be better, I start thinking of how much better, how better can I let it be, or how better I would like it to be. And so that's when basically my process starts. It doesn't always have to be this way for everybody. That's just how it starts for me. So when it comes to actually creating the actual board, what I'll do is I will find the pictures first, or I go on either Pinterest or even just on Google, and I start looking at pictures that are resonating with me, and I then download these pictures on my phone or my laptop, and then I get the pictures printed. Once I've compiled all of them, get them all printed, and then I like set a particular day that I'm going to do my vision board. And I take it quite serious. I make like a ritual out of it, and I will put one of put a nice meditation music on. I light a candle that one of my favorite candles. I have it on, and I will sometimes start with a meditation, or I ground myself, get myself into that state, that that perfect alignment. And then once I'm into that beautiful state, I then will start pinning the pictures on my board. So for this year, my goals have been split into different categories. So I've got goals in career and money. I've got goals in health. I've got goals in family and relationships, and I've also got hobbies and interests. over the last few years, I didn't necessarily split my goals that way, but I felt led to do it that way this year, so that's what I've done. And so for all these categories, I've got pictures of what I would like to achieve, or the things that I would like to manifest, or what I want my life to look like in 2024. And I've also got phrases and keywords, or words from the Bible, or things like that, or words. I put my word of the year on my vision board as well. If you didn't watch the video where I talked about creating or choosing a word of the year, I'll link it below, and you can watch it as well. So I put that on the board as well, and that sort of acts as the anchor for me, for my goals for the year, and I it's part of the whole process. So yeah, so then I do that, and I then start putting my pictures into the sections of the board of how I want them to be. And I play along with it, and it's really fun, and I enjoy it. And that's usually the whole point of any manifestation technique. It has to be fun for you, it has to be enjoyable for you. So even if you've never done a vision board and you've always thought, oh, they're a bit silly, I would say give it a go, have fun with it, enjoy it, and just watch the magic happen. You don't usually have to do anything with the board. I've hosted a full masterclass on how to create a vision board. That will be available for purchase at some point, and I just gone through the whole process of everything, why we do vision boards, why they work. But basically, what you do with the board once it's done, once you've put the pictures up, you want to put it in a place where you're constantly connecting with those images and constantly connecting with that life. You're constantly connecting with that you that you're putting on that board, and so it needs to be in a place that you're doing that connection regularly, several times a day, on a daily basis. You're constantly looking at it. It shouldn't really blend in with the rest of the artwork in your house. It is a tool for manifesting your greatest life, so don't let it blend in with the rest of the artwork that's hanging on your wall. This is a powerful tool, so you want to be intentional whenever you look at it. You want to take it serious. You want to whenever you look at it, you want to connect with the energy of the things that you've put on the board, and you want to be grateful knowing that all these things are on their way to you, or they are already yours, depending on how you're feeling at the time. So I basically start my new year right from the end. I ask myself this powerful question: if this was December 31st of I'm gonna say 2024 now, how would I feel if every single one of my dreams had come true? And then I work backwards and think, what work backwards in terms of my gratitude, in terms of, okay, yeah, so how would I feel if the money that I wanted had manifested? How would I feel if I've got no credit card debt? How would I feel if I went on the trips that I want to go to? How would I feel if I manifested the friends that I want, or the influence that I want? So you start thinking that way, or I start thinking that way, and I work backwards, and that is basically how I come up with all the things that I want to manifest. And along the year, as the months go on, there might be times I tend to update my board sometimes, and there might be times when I will outgrow a goal. So let's say I put on that I wanted £5,000 in cash. Sometime later in the year, I might feel like I have more faith for something bigger, so I'll end up updating that. I might also swap pictures along, because one day I might be on the internet and I'll see a picture that will absolutely speak to me, and I end up pinning that picture on the board, and swapping it out with something that was already there, or replacing it, or adding it to what I've already got. I tend to keep my boards very minimal in terms of not too much clutter, because that's just how my brain works. I like to focus on if there's too much going on, if it's too busy, my brain just doesn't focus very well. So I keep them minimal, and I keep them sort of really organized and compartmentalized, so that my brain can assimilate the images better, and that is how I've just got so much success from it. So have a go at creating a board if you haven't done one already, or if you've done one, have a go at making it better. Zazz it up, add on more stuff, add on you know, some more phrases or words that speak to you. Get your word of the yarn, put it on the board as well, and watch the magic happen. I'm telling you. And I just can't wait to hear from all of you to let me know what you've manifested off your board. Thanks guys, and please remember to comment, like, subscribe, and thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Have a nice week, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Bye.